Good morning, Bad Guys Podcast. Here with your host, John Lewis. Hey, shout out Drama Alert, by the way, for doing that. I hope Kelly Keemstar, Kelly Kimchi, Kelly Shitty Beard doesn't
Something
come
like
for
that.
me for that. I love his videos, though. His videos are great. Sometimes I just hate him, to be honest. But his videos are beautiful. I actually love him. I'm just
shout
trolling.
him out, but we hate him sometimes.
Yeah, no, I love you, but I kind of hate you. So, like, some of the stuff he does, or his
We like his show.
Yeah,
We don't like him. We like his show, not him.
No, we love him. It's like a back and forth. It's like a hate-love relationship.
Why hate love? Love hate.
Because the hate overtops the love.
No. Makes
No,
sense.
I love him. And shout out my boy Kyle Fagan over there, just hanging out.
Hello.
Shout out my boy General Mills down there, looking like Star Trek, looking like he has very
What's
vision,
poppin'?
looking like we got the new necklaces. Yo, shout us out because we got these new necklaces coming for you in the next week or two. We're not gonna talk nothing about that because that's a big secret job. But we got some dope necklaces coming out. It's mediocre prices and last, but I messed that one up. Last, but certainly not least, shout out Dwayne, the Cocky Rocky Johnson, and some of us call him Vin Diesel here. Everyone, welcome to the Bad Guys Podcast. Welcome to the Bad Guys Podcast.
He's the Rock's cock.
Dwayne, no, he's Vin Diesel's cock. Dwayne, you never told him why we call you Vinny Cocky.
I'm not going to. If you know, you know.
We should.
Top secret.
I
know, you know.
Because there's only two other people here who knows. Not even Kyle Fag knows why we call you Vinny Cocky.
He's a bad guy.
That's the point. If you know, you know.
Yeah, but I really like
Top
this story.
secret.
I think this is a good Vinny Cocky story.
Well, no.
You're embarrassed. I think Angela should tell the story.
I'm not embarrassed.
His dick is Vin Diesel.
It's if you know, you know.
Okay, can we have some background about why?
All right, bro. It's the.
All right, Alex, go ahead. Tell the background. I told the hard part. Your dick is Vin Diesel.
If you know, you know. But I guess I have no choice here.
Well, Angela's the one who exposed you.
Well, I would rather just move on with the first topic.
All right.
So this guy took a picture of his cock. Remember that face thing where it told you what celebrity you look like? He took a picture of Mr. Dwayne the Cock Johnson, and the first thing that popped up, and I think it popped up multiple times, was Vin Diesel. And at the time, we lived in Hollywood. We still lived right off of Hollywood Boulevard. Literally right off of the Hollywood Boulevard. So he took that picture. We found out his little ween is Vin Dean. And every time we walked past the Museum of Statues, where they have the celebrities, the Wax Museum, the person who stands outside of the Wax Museum is not only the one, Vin Diesel.
Vin fucking Diesel.
So we've seen Alex's metaphoric Vin Diesel every single day.
It's funny, too, because like tourists would be like taking pictures with him and we would just be like, hey, it's my car.
Bleep. Yeah. I was a self-bleeper.
Self-bleeper? Thank you.
Hey, I'm sorry if any of our moms or grandmas or anybody listens to this podcast.
Yeah.
Deepest of apologies. You probably should skip all the way to about 4 minutes since we talked a lot about Alex's ween. Unless, you're into
Unless you're into Alex's ween, Mom.
No, unless you're into, messing with us bad guys, then, no offense to anyone's mothers or grandmothers if they do listen, but Alex is single and his ween is pretty too. So, it looks like Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's a handsome man. Moving on to handsome men.
Oh, man.
There's been records broken this week. There's been legendary action. There's been a state where someone can undeniably be called a legend now.
Who's that?
Undeniably, whether you like him, whether you not, whether you hate him, whether you agree to disagree, he is going to forever go down to history as a legend. Give it up for my boy 6ix9ine, who's out of prison.
Bro.
Out of prison. He's been out of prison, but he's out of prison and he's out of musical lock. My boy is coming out. He's popping off and he's showing out. 4 Richard Millies on the wrist, a milli a piece. 1.5 on the neck and 2 million on live. He's currently clocking in at somewhere close to 200 million views on a music video that was just dropped 4 days ago. Beat the world record over Eminem for most YouTube streams in 24 hours at 43.8 million streams in 24 hours. The first 5 hours, I think it was, he got like 30 million streams or something crazy like that. Not 30. I think it was like, no, the first hour he got 5 million streams. Wow. Insane.
That's a lot.
6ix9ine. 6ix9ine out here breaking records.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like it wouldn't have happened if he didn't go to jail.
I feel like it wouldn't have. Yeah, no, that's not true. I feel like it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Bobby Shmurda.
Purely jail. I think it's just him in general.
Yeah.
Bobby Shmurda.
Well, like, yeah, his story, all of it, but like,
Bobby Shmurda is gonna get out of jail, and everyone's gonna listen to him, but he's not gonna break any records. Everyone's gonna be. Everyone's been saying free Bobby, free Bobby, free Bobby, but once free Bobby comes out, like, you know what I mean? No one's really gonna be breaking records off of Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, cause like, he was like an interesting person before jail. So like, look at it this way, right? If he never went to jail, like, he probably wouldn't have hit that record because we didn't get no 6ix9ine for a chunk of time. You know what I mean?
I think it's more if he didn't go to jail for snitching.
Yeah, like him being gone was like the marketing at like it made us want like, oh, now we have social media without 6ix9ine is boring. And then like he gets out of prison. It's like, well, what does he have to say? He's a snitch. What is he gonna like? What's his opinion? What's his side of the story? We're all intrigued. So then we're gonna hop onto it and like, what does he have to say? You know what I mean?
That's
like,
where I agree. That's where I agree to disagree because 6ix9ine, his whole career, he's built strong marketing off of trolling. So if 6ix9ine wasn't him as a person, if 6ix9ine wasn't, like you said, as interesting as he been, if 6ix9ine wasn't in all the drama that he was in, and he put himself in all that drama and was so public and vocal about it and was so Treyway and all this stuff about it because that's his marketing tactic. That's his persona. So this isn't something that just happened because 6ix9ine is a snitch. This happened because he spent his whole career on making that persona of he's super vocal, he's super foul, and the man just blatantly doesn't give a fuck. So if it wasn't for that persona alone, him coming out of jail for snitching still wouldn't have done enough. Nobody would have respected him coming out of jail for snitching. He actually would have lost all his clout. If Bobby went to jail for snitching, Bobby wouldn't be anything anymore 6 years in now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
6ix9ine goes to jail for snitching. 6ix9ine has mad media coverage simply because he's built his whole marketing strategy off of being the troll that he is.
Okay, and let me ask you this though: do you think he'd be at where he is right now, if he didn't go to jail? Like, or do you think it would have taken longer for him to get where he is right now? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying.
6ix9ine was clocking. 6ix9ine, like his music videos, like yes, the rampantness maybe because he got out of jail, but 6ix9ine was been clocking in. Go look at some of his past music videos. He was clocking in 200 million streams on all his music videos on average. That's an average number. That's an average.
I didn't know that.
6ix9ine puts up numbers, whether we want to admit it or not. Before he got locked up, 6ix9ine was the king of New York. No one was throwing up numbers like that. You know what I mean? 200 million on his videos. 200 million on his videos was a month of a video being out. Maybe not 4 days, but that's average numbers for him. You know, the kid's been going out there. 6ix9ine would have eventually done something clouded up. 6ix9ine, in my opinion, for sure would have broke Tory Lane's Instagram Live record if he was out of prison. Easy. You know, maybe
I
not
definitely think it helps that he has so much going on around him, but he really was he's pretty much doing the same thing he was doing before.
On God.
It just has a different narrative now because it is about him being a snitch. But most people hate him, but they're still listening to him. They're still giving him coverage. They're still giving him that money.
And honestly, music these days, I was just talking to my little brother about it. Music these days is plateauing, man. And I hate to say it, but I don't know if you guys agree to disagree. The highest of the artists, the biggest names right now are plateauing. It's giving a gap for new people to come in and take those high spots. People are taking music and blowing up so fast that they're not worried about taking in those high spots because they think they're still taken. But I'm sorry, the Futures, the Travis, and Travis fucking great. The Travis, the Navs, the fucking Little Babies, and the biggest names right now are plateauing. They're starting to hit their plateau. They're starting to hit their peak. It's a new generation, you know what I'm saying? You guys can agree to disagree. Even the Kanye's, like, eventually they're all...
How the fuck?
He got mad when I said that. And he did.
No, my phone. No, I got a 20%
goes back to episode 3, bro.
No, listen. No. I got a 20% notification, but I literally, like, my phone's been plugged in this whole time. Like, until we started.
Nah, he heard Kanye, and he's like,
no, I swear to God. Cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. Said, I need a new phone, bro. I just need a new phone.
Yeah, you're good. If anything, just unplug your headphones, plug up your phone, and just keep talking. Just talk a little bit louder. And let me be careful when I say that, though, because, Italians. Anyways, the music of our generation is starting to plateau. Not just everybody, but just the whole genres of our music is starting to plateau. Even Uzis, Playboy Cardis are fluking, like the biggest of the biggest names, the ones that we were crossing our fingers to hurry up and drop, are dropping and disappointing back to back. I mean, even Drake's demo, great hits, boom, bop, bop, but he's not taking all 10 number one spots like he has been. And that's Drake. Usually he drops the album, he drops the EP, he drops the tape. He takes all 10 spots on the billboards, all 10 for at least a week. You know what I'm saying? But he has one he is on there. He has at least 30 spots to the top 100. He has at least 60 spots in the top 200, but he usually takes all 10 when it comes to dropping music. So in my opinion, the music and the greats, the highest right now, are plateauing, and this is time for new wave. It's so easy for people to blow up that these young kids are blowing up, and they're just trying to make hits after hits and not talking about making quality music to put them at that position of being the next top guys. You know what I'm saying? The next Drakes, Kanye's, Jay-Z's of our generation. There isn't that.
Why do you think that is, though? Why do you think the music industry is plateauing?
It's just that's just how music goes. You know what I mean? Biggie's era, Tupac's era plateaued and eventually had to change. Soulja Boy's type music plateaued and eventually had to change. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like there's a whole bunch of different artists during that era, but it's just evolution. It's just how fast we move. And the greats are going to get old. The greats are going to become 40 and, plateau.
I mean, it's music as a whole, too. It's not 100%. Even... Because it's, you go back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, that was all rock music.
Oh, God.
And then you started pushing into the Biggie era and then the late 90s.
Soulja Boy, Lil Wayne era.
And then you start pushing that. And then the early 2000s with Soulja Boy, Lil Wayne, Eminem. Like, music just changes as a whole as far as
2010s, it was Drake, Future, The Weeknd. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the mumble rap came from Future. I don't care what nobody says, by the way. Future made mumble rap. And Thug. The Young Thugs came, and they're up here. It's time for them to, they're going to start retiring music, and they're going to keep dropping, and less people are going to listen. It's time for the new generation of big boys to talk. What were you going to say, Ange?
That, like, our generation has normalized music. Like it almost seems like everybody wants to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the thing is like, it's cool to be sad. It's cool to be a rapper. And, like, it sucks for the people who, like, genuinely, like, want to be a rapper because that's their passion, not because it's like, oh, that's what's cool. It's like, that's like, that's what I want to do is, like, I, like, love music. Like, I feel music. You know what I mean? It's different
for the
people who feel it than the people who are like, oh, it's an easy way to blow up. It's an easy way to get money. You know what I mean?
No, don't even press that because it's a phase. Just like in the 90s, selling dope was the phase. If you were the dope boy, you were the cool dude. If you were the dope boy and had your leather jacket and your little gold chain, you were that. You know what I'm saying? If you were the dope boy, you were fly. Oh, that's the dope boy right there. Oh, that's the boy that be on the corner. Damn, I want to be like him. And that's who people looked up to, the dope boys. That's why, and Biggie, the Biggies and the Tupacs were rapping about, you know, Biggie had the song 10 Crack Commandments. And the reason he would blow up about that stuff is because he was talking about the stuff that people wanted to be. And at that era, even the suburban dudes wanted to be the dope boys. You know, they looked up to the dope boys. The dope boys were raw.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Not the rappers. Not the rappers. No, the dope boys are the ones who had the Mercedes, the Bentleys. The dope boys are the ones who had chains. You know what I'm saying? Then you move on a little bit earlier, it turned into the dancers. Everyone wanted to be a dancer. That's when the Dougie started coming around and the Jerk, and everyone wanted to be a dancer. And
I remember that.
Dancing.
I used to dance.
Everyone wants to be a dancer. Then it moves into rapper, but boom, guess what? In the next 2 years, the whole rapper phase is going to be done, and everyone, what's it transitioning to? Everyone wants to be a TikToker now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's evolution. There's always going to be something that everyone wants to be.
I feel like, you know, everybody always talks about, like, when they're a kid, like, they always want to play in the NBA or play in the NFL. But the thing is that we don't see that because they can't go practice in the NBA.
Right.
Like, they can't just make a TikTok that gets 5 views.
Right.
Or rap and on SoundCloud get 100 views, you know? So I feel like it's with everything. It's just we don't always see it because there's not platforms like TikTok and SoundCloud that show
I mean
it.
it in the sense of, like, there's people who are naturally born with like talent. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who naturally are good at that shit, and then there's people who just do it to do it. You know what I mean? Like, you look at kids like that. Like, a lot of performers these days, like, you go back to, like, childhood tapes of when they're little, and it's like they were meant to perform. Like, you could see it in them. Like, that's what they were meant to do. And then there's kids that, like, just do it because that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's the difference.
Yeah.
It's definitely true,
like that's I'm not like
he said,
like that's,
like,
I'm just bringing it up.
Yeah, no, but like he said, like, it's literally with everything. I definitely agree with you. It does suck on a certain level, but I feel like those people that were born to do it and who are actually good at it aren't even pressed about it. Yeah, they're not even pressed about it. It's keep going.
It's saturating, but no one's gonna stop a good artist. Like these shitty boys that are just hopping on, you know, their iPhone headphones just because it's a quick way to come up. Because they said, I don't want to go to college.
In the closet, in the studio.
I don't want to go to college, and at the same time, I don't want to work. So, you know, it looks cool and fun to be famous, but I don't really have the talent. I just think it looks fun, cool, and easy. I'm gonna do it, you know, and they're not willing to put in the actual effort. It's just saturation. At the end of the day, evolution goes on. It went from being the dope boy to being the dancer to being the rapper, now to being the TikTok star, and it's just gonna keep moving. To being the YouTuber, everyone wants to be a YouTuber at one point. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna keep moving on, and when the next thing comes on, all these, you know, and if I was Apple, I'd buy SoundCloud and I'd destroy it. I'd buy SoundCloud and I'd destroy it. It's making it too saturated. And that's me personally. Yeah. But
I mean, I agree. Whoever is meant to make it is gonna make it.
Right.
Platform.
If it got enough dislikes on the Apple Store, they take it down. Like if enough people disliked the app, they would take it down.
I can say this much. My whole point in this music is falling, and the greats are not, it's not that they're like decreasing in their greatness. It's that their greatness, is just not enough. 6ix9ine being gone, 6ix9ine being troll, and 6ix9ine still had a new approach to music when he was coming up, and that getting taken away from us for a year. When he comes back, his music still sounds like a new approach to music again. It's a different sound. It's a different vibe of music. So not only is he blowing up because of that, he's blowing up because his music was blowing up already. He has loyal ass fans. Don't care if he snitches.
For real.
But on top of that, his music is a different approach to music when he was coming out. It sounds different, you know? It doesn't sound like New York type music. Like it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't sound like Spanish type music until he raps in Spanish. It doesn't sound like current hip hop until you hear the 808s. So he brings a new approach to music, and he was bringing that new approach to music. He left for 2 years and came back with that same new approach to music, but now it sounds new, and we're tired of hearing the same type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, So it blows up. And I just want to say, in my opinion, Turks and the Scots almost sound identical. Like it's the same vibe. And they're
The what?
two, Turks and the Scots. Those two songs.
I haven't heard Turks.
Well, Trav's on it. Go listen to it. In my opinion, they sound identical, and that'll be an example of how even the greats are making music that just is starting to sound repetitive.
Yeah.
Speaking of SoundCloud and these bum-ass SoundCloud rappers, I'm just joking. No, I'm not. Rich the Kid has some beef with 6ix9ine. Everyone does. Meek Mill, Snoop Dogg, Rich.
Yeah.
Like, yo, all I want to say is leave the kid alone, bro. I know what you guys are saying, but Snoop Dogg, you're OG. Meek, I don't know, dog. I don't know what you're really into. You've been in jail for motorcycles and breaking probation because you're on a motorcycle again. You were in the streets until you were 18. I'm not saying that you're not a thug. I'm not discrediting you, but I'm saying an OG is Snoop Dogg, like an OG. You know, you're still young. You could be my pops. You can son me, but you can't OG me. You know what I'm saying? Leave the rat alone. Leave him alone. You know, to each his own.
Let me ask you this: who started the beef? Rich the Kid, or did 6ix9ine start the beef? Because when I did the research on it, I'm not trying to like trump anybody. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Rich the Kid posted some saying because like he got a lawsuit saying that he owes like X amount of money.
Money on jewelry.
Yeah. And then 6ix9ine kind of poked the bear and started the little jab. So I'm just playing devil's advocate of who really
I don't know. They
started the
might
beef,
predisposely had something, or Rich the Kid might have said something. You know how we're not in that world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Rich the Kid might have been the first one to say something about what's all this King of New York shit, dude? You know you're not the King of New York, blah blah blah. I know that was said. I know that 6ix9ine commented ... under his post about owning
that's what I'm talking about.
all this jewelry. Yo, don't and what I don't like, to be honest, is I've realized people do pay out on their jewelry. If it was me, I wouldn't buy $120,000 watch to say this $120,000 AP, but I pay $1,000 a month for it.
You pay what?
$1,000 a month for it.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's kind of like a fake flex at that point.
Right.
And what's the point of having this monthly payment on this AP or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole jewelry world for me is just not something that intrigues me.
No,
but what does intrigue, what does intrigue me is I feel like 6ix9ine should be left alone. Meek was taking jabs like this rap better be going on live to apologize. 6ix9ine went on live. He told his story. He said, if you had smashing your baby moms, trying to kidnap your moms, kidnap you and beat you, steal millions from you, and confirmed by 12 that it was wiretapped, that they were trying to set up to kill you, to steal on your bands, you're just not going to snitch? You're going to be loyal to those dudes that are trying to set me up with a bad alley-oop? To what? And then, you know, all these other rappers, Snoop Dogg, Meek Mill, are like, yeah, a real thug will go up in jail and take care of them and pay somebody to handle them and handle their business. Well, too bad you guys are forgetting 6ix9ine wasn't a real thug. He joined the Trailways because of music, just because he wanted to have him in the music video. So yes, a real thug should get, you know, shamed for snitching, but 6ix9ine is not a real thug. Let's be honest. And you guys knew he's not a real thug. And the Trailways should have known that 6ix9ine is not a real thug. You guys didn't take him in when the kid was 15. You know what I'm saying? You took him in as a grown man who was trying to do it for media coverage, and you knew what it was.
My first memory of 6ix9ine, like, it was just like this kid, this white guy with rainbow hair saying the N-word, and the internet broke down with that. That's my first memory of 6ix9ine. So I think since then it was just kind of, I don't know if I'm a fan of it, but the one guy does one thing great. He knows how to get people interested, and that's all this world is about right now, especially in the social media era. That's all that matters is getting people's interest going.
Intrigue.
Right.
You know who has people intrigued?
Who that?
CharlieD'Amelio
Ooh.
and DixieD'Amelio, but
TikTok
CharlieD'Amelio and DixieD'Amelio have people intrigued. I
What
mean,
do
we're
they do
talking
in
about
the TikTok game.
Charlie's the most famous TikToker on TikTok. Literally, that's freaking insane. She just turned 16.
Really? Oh, I didn't
And,
know that's how young she was.
I don't know nothing about no Dixios.
DixieD'Amelio? You don't know Dixie, Charlie's
Yeah, but
sister?
I don't know nothing about no Charlie or Dixie. I know who they are, but I know who they are. I don't follow up. I don't keep up with them.
Yeah, I don't follow them, but I know who they are.
Like I know who. Like if you like I'd be able to be like, oh, that's Charlie. Like if I saw him in person, I'd be like, oh, I know who they are. But like
Alex,
I wouldn't.
if anyone's gonna know who Charlie is, if anyone's gonna know who Charlie is, why is he capping on the gram right now?
I know.
Which
I
one?
You know
don't
who
keep
Charlie
up with
is.
him. Like I know of. Like I don't follow. I don't keep up with her. I might be following. I don't know. I don't keep up with her though. I don't.
Come on, girls.
I just got the joke. Damn.
Anyways, Charlie and Dixie are leaving the hype house.
Damn.
They're out of here. Blur that out. Blur that out.
It's deserved.
Turn his screen
You
black.
can't blur it out if it's moving.
You can turn your screen black.
Yeah,
this whole moment,
black square
you're gonna have a black screen. You're gonna have a black square of like a clown.
You can't blur it out.
A clown emoji. Charlie and Dixie left the hype house. Do we know what the hype house is? Man.
Is that like the one with like the Faze and all them in there? No. They got Summer Rae, or is that a different house?
There's too many houses.
But yeah, there's Faze house, Team 10 house, Rockstar house, Hype house. Hype house is all the TikTokers. Basically, I'll take this. No, you're good. Charlie and Dixie are leaving the hype house. They loved it when it was more of like a group-oriented. When it started turning into a business approach, they started leaving, considering they have the most amount of followers and they're the most famous girls on TikTok, despite Dixie. Dixie just left with her sister because that's family. Anyways, they left the hype house. I'm not going to ask if we think it was a good move or a bad move since we don't know too much about them, but I'll just give my piece on this seg. I think it was a great move because they don't need to be having 10 to 20% taken out from the people who own this house anymore because they're the most famous girls on TikTok. Shout out my girl Addison Rae though.
Yeah, I know who that is. Now.
He jumped on right on that.
See, it's such he knows who Addison is, but he doesn't know who Charlie is. It looks like he was covering up that he doesn't know who Charlie is. Since he knows who Addison is.
Bro, brought it up, he was like,
I know of her. I don't follow. Like I told you guys. Like I know who. I'd be able to tell you who she is, but I don't follow her. Like I don't.
I will go to bat for Ange. He did say he doesn't follow her, but he does know of her.
He said I might follow her, but
I
might. He said that.
I might be following her. I don't know. I follow a bunch of people. I don't fucking
Either
know.
way, I
Charlie's
also think it's a good idea because 50 million plus, you don't even need to be in the hype house.
No.
Yeah, wait, why they just left to leave, or like did they have a reason for leave? Like they just left to leave?
We don't know.
No, we do. It was confirmed that when it turned. I just said it, you little Akmars. I just said. Cal, can we reiterate do you even hear what I said?
Yeah, you said they left because they're going to take like 15% out of, because when they started coming at a business aspect, the girls got out because they were the most famous.
When the house started transitioning more into a, no, I said that.
Because they don't need 15 to 20% taken out.
Okay, what I said, and I quote, is when the girls state that when they left, it's simply because when the house turned more business-oriented and not more of like a friendly house environment, the girls decided to leave because they don't need 15 to 20% taken out of their commission that they're making if they're making the highest commission out of everyone combined in the house.
Right. What?
Who just whispered that?
No, but I agree with you, John and Alex, that it was a good move, a good business move on their part.
Yeah, For sure.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Alex.
Oh, there's a little beef going down there. I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm going to say this much. Society is soft. Society is trying to always pick a fight.
Running away with the Amish.
My boys say that with the Ami.
I'm
They
out of
don't
here.
even like you though.
Kyle had the bone to pick.
I'm gonna have to white face
Kyle had the whoa.
for the Amish.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
I'm gonna have to blend in.
Can we zoom in onto his box right now?
They don't like black people.
Did you just say you have
To join the Amish? Yes, they don't like black people. I'm gonna have to turn white.
Oh, okay. I thought
Kyle
you
had
were
the bone to pick with some of you guys. Not with some of you guys. Kyle had the bone to pick with the world right now.
All right. Look, me being a young man that I
am.
love confrontation just as much as the next guy. Some of you guys,
I know that.
Some of the social media people, some of the top dogs, always looking for a fight to be the big man. And I get it. It's cool. It's what you're supposed to do. But there's a time and a place for it. Like the 6ix9ine and Rich the Kid beef. Oh, you won't do this, you won't do that. All right, you know what? Just chill out, dog. Literally, just if you guys are a rapper, like we talked about that one episode, go 20 for 20 for it, whatever. Go hit
Right.
for this, whatever.
Versus
You don't always have to resolve for going for a fist fight. And I'm not soft for saying that because like these guys know, and a lot of other people know who watch this. I love competition as the next guy, but there's not always a time and place to meet me at this place, meet me at this place. If you're
you gotta pick and choose.
Bar, yeah, pick and choose. You're out of the bar with your friends, whatever. All right, yeah, whatever. I get it. Blood is flowing. Of course, that's the first thing you pop in your head. But you on social media, send me the addy, send me the addy. You're not tough, bro. You're really not. What are you gonna do? Like literally 9 times out of 10, send me the addy. You guys get the addy. You just go there and you start yelling. That's it.
For real.
And 1 time out of 10 is where you actually fight. Hey, I respect that because if you talk the talk and you walk the walk, all right, cool, then you a dog. But don't be on social media behind your keyboard, send me the addy, where do you live, blah, 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 blah. You're soft. You're not going to do nothing. So I just think the social media era made a lot of people soft.
All of you motherfuckers are soft. We're all soft.
I think it's like those people in school that would just try to fight in school and not outside of school because they knew that a teacher would break it up.
I hate those motherfuckers. Let's not.
Like that's the reason people want to fight in school is because they know that someone's gonna break it up,
and it looks cool.
I've never gone in a fight.
Badass.
That's cool. Never been in.
It's like that. It's like that tactic where you're like, "Hold me back, don't hold me back, bro. Don't
you
hold
lucky
me back.
this line. You lucky this line hold me back right now.
You're like, hey,
lucky
bro,
I can't get you.
When we go up here, you gotta hold me back so I don't get in a fight. And then they're like, don't hold me back. Don't hold me back.
It's amazing. I love it.
You know what?
I really think the social media era has made everybody soft.
Everyone is soft. It's just the era that we're in. We're behind a screen. I completely agree. Everyone is soft.
Agreed.
If you're on the media talking some shit. All the OGs can tell you, the real OGs will let you know, get off that social media shit and take care of shit without airing anything out on social media.
Yeah.
And you know who else is soft? All these little fans with 300 followers, with 0 followers, with 4 followers, who come on these influencers, these celebrities, these artists, these YouTubers, these actors, and want to check them about stuff years in the past, want to be so sensitive on little words that anyone says anymore. You guys are pissing me off. And I want you guys to come for me. You know why? Because I'll become canceled so fast. Because I just like 6ix9ine, just like Ye, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. And it's the concept of like these people, like you're saying, society is mad sensitive, B. Society is mad sensitive. We're not allowed to have opinions anymore, especially in America.
Right.
Especially in America, where we're allowed to have opinions. We're not allowed to have opinions anymore because opinions Opinions get you
Opinions?
canceled.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them, but they stink.
Ooh.
They don't stink.
Yes,
People are
assholes
just
do
sensitive.
stink.
No, you know
In
what?
opinions.
Okay.
You
Assholes
smoke
stink.
multiple
Opinions don't
Opinions
stink.
stink. Sometimes they do.
No, they don't. They're
Sometimes they do.
opinions. They're opinions.
Yeah.
They're
Some
Sometimes it's
balls
like,
supposed
oh,
to.
your opinion sucks. Your opinion, yeah. Like, oh, I don't agree with your opinion. Your opinion it's shit.
But you saying someone's opinion is shit is your opinion.
Exactly.
Hold on.
So your opinion's shit to them.
Are we
Guess
talking
what?
about buttholes still?
I'll put it this way.
confused.
Look, anyone's opinion towards me is shit. You know what I mean? If you have an opinion, I don't care. Because we're supposed to be opinionated people. What is social media for if we can't air out our opinion? Now, look, yes, I will agree that there's moral, like social one-on-one that you shouldn't even say out loud in public.
Yeah, that's
You know
what I'm saying.
Like,
yeah, that's a shit thing to say. Like, you're like, that was, man.
there is some foul
Keep that to
things
yourself.
to say.
Kind of.
There is
Yeah,
some
that's what I meant.
There is some foul things to say, like, you know, the ERs out there and some things about freaking, you know, how anything with the LGBTQTABC, you know,
What?
that's a sensitive topic.
Letters.
You know, there's
The Me Too.
morals. There's morals, but
Yeah.
opinions are opinions, bro. If I say that I want Trump to win, I will get lynched by my own kind.
This shit's weird. Like, why can't black people, like, it's sad that we were at the cabin. I was saying this to Alex.
I
that
was
it's like,
literally just gonna say this anonymously and say I have a friend who is black and said that he can't say that he's a Trump supporter because people that are also black won't be his friend anymore.
like that, like it's like, I wouldn't even,
Wait.
I don't know if I would say I'm a Trump supporter, but like I'm more on his side than I am anybody else's, and like it
Compared to
sucks
who though?
because,
Because if you're more on Trump's side compared to Bernie,
well, all
that's
right,
kind of a problem.
I don't know who else
Well,
is in.
Bernie's out.
Like,
Bernie
I don't know who
dropped
else
out,
is in.
so.
Yeah, so, but like at like
Biden.
Yeah, it's Uncle Joe.
People
I
sound
just mean,
nervous.
like, I agree with some of what he does and what he, like, some of it I don't. It's just, it sucks because, like, shut up. It just sucks because, like, as a black person, you can't, like your opinion, you can't have an opinion. Like, if you're a black person and you like Trump, you're no longer a black person. Like,
I don't even think it has to do with race. I think anybody can have an opinion.
Yeah.
Like, even if a white guy saying, "Oh, I'm a Trump supporter," there's gonna be people like other white people are gonna be like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't even think it has to do with race when it comes to like the topics like that, like politics, religion.
It does though.
Abortion.
What it was like.
Oh, yeah.
Politics, yeah.
I used to, well, like, I
Race
used to
and
be
politics definitely bump heads.
religion.
I'm just saying.
You forgot about religion.
No, I said
I
religion.
think both of them.
Oh, they said religion.
But
Look, Trump.
like, what it was is I used to hate him. Like, I thought he was a racist asshole who just didn't give a fuck. And then, like, I gained new information. Like, watch the Cabal video. Like, they tell you shit about him, and it's like, oh, maybe he really isn't as bad of a guy as you think. Like, yeah, maybe he does some shit that, like, is fucked up, and he says some shit that, like, I don't agree with, and it's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have said that. You are a president, like, you are a figure, but, like, he's been exposing, like, people. He's been, like, opening, like, you know, he's been doing shit.
Like, we're never
I
gonna
love Trump.
agree with
I love
something
Trump
that a
as
president does 100%. Go ahead, John.
I love Trump as a person. He's a shitty president. It's just that simple. He's just a horrible president, to be honest, if we're going to be honest. But him as a human being is great. Now, people might look at me and be like, oh, he's a shitty president. What do you mean? Yeah, he's a human, and I love him for the fact that he's a human, and he states what's on his mind, and he doesn't give a shit about that. That's because that's who I am. But you have to play your role. It's like acting.
Yeah.
You need to play your role, and that's not your role right now. Give it 4 years, and then go off. And it's like, oh, former President Trump said this. You're going to lose a lot of people's respect when you say certain things and you just don't give a shit. And I know you're a president and you're still human, so you still have your opinion. So I agree with him to being able to say whatever the hell that he wants, even if I don't agree with it. But he needs to play his role sometimes.
Yeah,
it's hard to take someone serious when you're trolling at the podium.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Like, oh, someone needs to be blamed. Blame China. And then everyone's like, no, but it's not like that. And it's like, no, blame
China
Chinese.
virus.
And it's just like, and saying that at a press conference, play your role.
Yeah. Like
Please.
my mom always taught me, like, there's a time and place for everything.
Right.
So, like, I pick and choose.
Especially when you're the president of the
United States. Right.
Right.
So, like,
Trump,
in that sense,
up,
yeah, but
in the next 4 years, hit me up, Trump, 100%. I want to tap in with you. I want to tap in with you for years now. So, Trump, hit me up in the next 4 years once you're done with all this shit. We got some work
on a
to get done.
business aspect, heck yeah, I'll sit down.
Yeah, he's a great businessman.
But on a politics aspect, I'm just gonna be all right. I know you're just getting information from Pence or the secretary down the street. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't know what you're doing. More of the story is, despite that whole Trump conversation that we just got into, the point was, you guys are all soft. Everyone who's listening, we anyone who's on Twitter, you're soft. The reason I don't have a Twitter is because I'm not soft, and I'm gonna offend a lot of people. Because if you have so much balls to say something on Twitter, and then but people say something on Twitter, they forget that there's this little reply button that somebody could say something back, and then they're like, Twitter's too soft. Twitter's like half bold, half soft, in the sense of like they wish they were bold, but then when they see something they don't like, it's like, oh my God. I hate Twitter. You guys are pussies. Twitter, if I was the owner of Twitter, I'd just abolish it, to be honest. I don't have a Twitter.
So now we're down Twitter and SoundCloud if John was the owner of Apple.
Yes. That's
what we're looking at.
I'd be here to make America great again. I'd take out all of this. I'd take out all of this freaking saturation in the music industry. And you soft son of a bitches that are, especially on Twitter, man, I fucking hate Twitter. Twitter, if I went on Twitter, I'd go viral so fast because I'd have so much to say. I'd have so much to say.
And then use that platform to then transfer it, do it.
No.
Why not?
Because Twitter's very negative.
Do it for shits and giggles.
Twitter's very negative. Twitter's very depressing.
I only use it. I guess so, yeah.
Controversial in the sense of I want to use this as a free-form platform, but I can't. Man. And if I say something and someone says something back to me, they're a piece of shit. But if someone says something and I say something back to them, I'm just stating my opinion. Or no, you're wrong for saying that. Or no, blah, blah, blah. Stop being sensitive. On Twitter, there's going to be racist people. On Twitter, there's going to be anti-trans people. On Twitter, there's going to be anti-LGBTQ ABCD people. On Twitter, there's going to be anti-Muslim people. On Twitter, there's going to be anti-white people. On Twitter, there's going to be Trump supporters and non-Trump supporters. Who the fuck are you Twitter trolls? And the people who go on Twitter and go on celebrity Twitters and scroll down 5 years to find dirt on them, what are you doing with your life?
Finding dirt on celebrities?
Those people are the same people who are on Catfish. They don't have a life. Sorry.
They're like, what? Let's see what Kevin Hart did 5 years ago.
Oh, my God. He's making gay jokes. Can we talk about fucking Dave Chappelle?
He's gay.
Faggot that and faggot this and faggot that.
He's gay.
Dave Chappelle is happily married and has kids.
I thought he was gay.
He's happily married and has kids.
Dude,
Can we zoom in on Angelo saying he's
no,
gay?
Time out.
Please.
Somebody told me he was gay. And I think he was like
somebody also told you a lot of things.
I swear to God.
Dave Chappelle is happily married for years.
We went to his block party. Like that Dave Chappelle. We went to his block party.
Yes, he's happily married.
I swear to God, somebody told me he was gay.
Well, Angelo, someone also told you were Italian.
I am Italian.
Someone else has told you you're good looking, but you're not.
Just like everyone else on Twitter.
That's
why I don't have Twitter. Simply the whole sense of Kyle talking about how soft everyone is. It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. And I was listening to J. Cole the other day, and he said something about you get offended if I say faggot, okay, faggot. And then he said, I'm just playing, don't be so sensitive, basically.
Yeah.
Whoever you fuck is between you and the dick that you're taking. Not my business.
Yeah.
And people are trolling Kevin Hart so much for saying all these derogatory gay terms. They don't remember that around the time that Kevin Hart was tweeting those things was around the time that to become a good comedian, you had to make gay jokes.
Right.
Let's watch Dave Chappelle's and let's watch all the big comedians' skits at that time, and there was plenty of gay jokes.
Even
and
on
nobody
SNL.
was saying and even on SNL, nobody was saying anything about it back then because we weren't so fucking sensitive. It's comical. And you know what? One time he had a skit, right? He had a skit, and Dave Chappelle, and shows you how sensitive people have become and how messed up, how one-sided sensitivity is. Dave Chappelle had a skit, and they're like, yeah, Dave, everything's beautiful, but I'm sorry, you can't say faggot. And he's like, excuse me for the language again, Kyle. And he's like, because I'm just quoting, he said it on his most recent skit, if you want to go watch the Dave Chappelle skit on Netflix. He said, I can't say faggot. And Dave Chappelle and the producer said, no, we can't air you if you say faggot. And he said, so I can't say faggot. Why can't I? And he goes, and they go, well, because you're not gay. And then he goes,
I thought he was.
He goes, well, I always say. And they go, well, yeah, but you're not gay, so you can't say faggot. And he goes, well, ma'am, I'm also not. So it's the whole concept of like, why is everyone so sensitive? He could say that, but he's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
He even got out of a deal because of stuff like that. You know, there's crazy stuff like that with comedians. There's one that I listened to that said something about how, what country is it? Or, I mean, state. Louisiana. He was like shitting on Louisiana. And literally, like, got so many emails and DMs and from everybody from Louisiana. He said probably half the population of Louisiana was coming after him because of it. Because of a joke about a smelly, stinky ass state.
Did you just come from Louisiana?
Yeah, wait. Does Louisiana
he
smell?
went there for a show. And then he was talking about states that he's been to, and he said that's like the worst one to go to.
That's actually funny, though.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I'll send you guys the skit. It was hilarious. It was comical.
Now,
it was genius.
Now, when I was saying the word faggot, I was quoting a lot of people. So I know the LGBTQ community is really strong, and they're really, really, really passionate about things. And I'm not going to be the guy who says, I have gay friends, or I've kissed gay dudes on the cheek who've been trolled by straight dudes for being gay at a bar, or I've, twerked on gay dudes. Oh my God. So I can say it. I'm not going to be the guy who says that.
Man,
I'm not going to be the guy who says.
Someone edited that. Oh, that's John saying those weird stuff about him doing stuff.
Yeah, did he just expose himself? Wait,
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to be.
Do you remember the sense of everyone being so sensitive and me not giving a shit? I hope they make that a meme and use that against me and say that I was sucking some gay dick. Because I don't care. Actually, I seen James Charles on my Twitter. I mean, not my Twitter, my Tinder.
Tinder?
And I super liked it.
You super like
Hell yeah.
I was there. I witnessed it.
Yo.
Talking about.
He goes,
talking about.
Yeah. He goes, should I do it? I'm like, shit, yeah.
We were in LA. James Charles must have been in the neighborhood doing his thing. And I said, James? I'll give you a video so you can see proof.
Nigga ran out in the living room fast as hell. Yo, look.
Super
what the-
like that shit.
I'm like, how? Is this real? It was verified. It was the verified James Charles. I didn't
Super
even know
like
you
that.
how you get
What you talking
verified on
about?
Tinder?
Ah.
How do you get verified on James Charles was verified on Tinder? Like what?
Because they make so many fake profiles of you, of celebrities. They make so many fake profiles of it. You know what I mean?
But
It's a good
he
way
really
to.
trying to find a young John out there.
Oh
Right.
God! But look, I am
didn't
a
work
very
out.
straight man. You see my bottle girls. You know what I'm talking about. But and men, you know what? And men. All right, I'll say this. LGBTQ, I'm sorry, but you guys need to toughen your skin a little bit. I know you guys are united and you guys like to clap back to everything that's said about you guys. You guys need to toughen your skin a little bit because us black folks has been having derogatory terms thrown at us for our whole lives. You know what I'm saying? Toughen up your skin a little bit. You made your choice. We didn't make our choice to be black, and we still take the derogatory terms. You've made your choice, you know, and you've made your decision. I'm not saying it was a choice, but, you know, you liked what you like. And I'll say this much. You have to toughen up your skin. I'm not calling you soft, but I have to say you have to toughen up your skin. If when Bruce Jenner decided to turn into Caitlyn Jenner, he knew he had to toughen up his skin. He knew what he was walking into. You know what I'm saying? So toughen up your skin. And look, you guys are better than that. You guys are beautiful people, and I support everything you guys are doing. But don't try to defend yourself on every little thing that's said about you guys. Don't try to come and make a hiatus about everything that's said about you guys because you guys don't need to do it. You guys have your community, and you guys have the people that love you guys. And like us black folks, we have our community, and we have the people who love you guys, us, but we have the people who hate us too. We don't care. We have the people who hate us too. And you guys have the people who hate you guys, but don't try to defend every statement that you make. You know, or every statement that someone makes.
Love is love.
You gotta toughen up your skin a little bit. And to us men, yo, we need to, this whole masculinity thing, be secure in your masculinity. Excuse me, I'm not saying that word right though. Be secure. It's a hard one. No, but be secure about it because it is 2020, man. And you know, like there's no reason to be scared of looking a little flamboyant. There's no reason to be scared of making a little fruity joke or, you know, I say I love you to my bros every time before I hang up.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm secure in my masculinity. I love my
boys. I love them.
And I'm secure about my masculinity. I could chill with, you know, a group of 5 gay dudes and be the only straight dude and have beers with them and have a great time. And have somebody look at me and be like, oh my God, is John gay? And I'm like, oh my God, am I? Good question. Do you not see my bottle girls? I might be gay, and just I'm covering it up by being surrounded by beautiful women.
Maybe I think you're covering it up by talking about it right now. Too.
Wait, do y'all remember?
Maybe I'm gay. Like I don't care. Quote me later. You know, I pop off in 5 years. Quote me. Maybe I'm gay.
Yes, we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna bring it up.
Go ahead.
Episode 5 of the Bad Guys podcast.
Episode 5.
Y'all remember?
The trolls are gonna quote me. I might be gay.
You might be. Do y'all remember? Like I was in like 6th, 7th grade. It seemed like it was a trend to be gay. Like everybody and their mother was coming out as gay or bi.
No. Don't offend the LGBTQB. Settle down. It may have been a trend to be bi by 7th grade girls. Yes,
like everybody was coming out, bro. Like, yo, I'm
not
gay.
men.
Yes, I swear to God. Or girls were like, I'm lesbian. I'm lesbian. Or like,
okay,
I swear
that's
to God.
the trend. But when a guy comes out as bi or gay,
yeah, maybe not a guy, but girls were doing that shit hella.
They were doing the bi thing, and now that was sexist. Now the trolls are
okay. Well, now I don't know what to do. What do I do?
Not be sensitive, because you are fucking up. I can say that much. He said it's a trend to be gay.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Straight, it was a trend to be gay. That's what I meant.
That's the sensitivity.
That's not what I meant.
I'm a fan of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have anything against
Angelo,
gay.
on the other hand, you can come for him.
No, I don't have anything.
No. Bottom line. The bad guys love every group, love every race, every religion. We are here just to get the pot stirred.
Except for the Amish, because Angelo doesn't like the Amish.
Dude, the Amish are a cult. That's a cult.
The Amish probably won't.
That's a cult.
But there's a possibility they might.
No, bro.
Every group, every religion, every race, we love them. No hate against anybody.
No, Amish are smart as hell, though.
Except for the pussy trolls out there.
Listen,
y'all,
I
yeah, we
hate
still
you
got like a
trolls.
little bit of love for y'all because you give us
No,
stuff
I
to
don't
talk
got.
about, but
Yeah.
Listen, the
screw y'all.
Amish know.
We're
The
gonna
Amish.
we're gonna love the 6ix9ine, but not the Twitter trolls.
Nah.
Listen.
No, the Twitter. Listen. End of the day, people are being too sensitive, too soft, and too trollish. Like, come on. I just said I might be gay. Gentlemen, I'm clearly not gay. I'm secure in my masculinity and don't care if someone mistakes me as gay. If another man looks at me and thinks that I'm gay, what does it affect me? What does it affect me?
So be it.
Because I don't want to screw you anyway. So why would I care if he thinks I'm gay, if he thinks I'm attractive, if he thinks I'm ugly, I don't care. You know what I mean? If my guys think, all right, John might be gay, but the girl in the bed thinks, Jesus Christ, John is not gay, then I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? As long as I still keep getting my bottle girls, I'm chilling. And that's all that matters to me because I'm not sensitive. If anyone else, everyone's always going to have an opinion. And I'm not here to change your opinion about me. I'm here to let you make your opinion about me. And I don't know if the bad guys have the same mentality, but I'm here to let you make your opinion about me. And I really don't give a shit if it's good, bad, mediocre, middle, gay, straight, racist, whatever it is. You have your opinion. It's the fact that I'm in your brain means I'm doing something right. If you're thinking about me and you're making an opinion about me, I'm happy because I'm doing something correct in this statement.
Going back to what Angelo said, we don't care if your butthole stinks. Everyone's got one.
Right.
Damn, that was a good metaphor.
No, I don't think I said that.
Good metaphor. You know what? Everyone
definitely said that.
I don't think I said that. But we don't care that buttholes stink. I don't think I ever said that.
You said something about butthole.
All right,
yes,
enough about that. What,
I said
John?
opinions are like ass. Wait, opinions are like assholes.
Angelo.
Everybody has one. But
Angelo.
Yeah, you're an
Angelo.
asshole.
Angelo.
Listen. No, I'm not.
John, what?
Okay?
Settle.
I'm not an asshole.
Settle. So
I'm not an asshole. John, take it back.
Oh my God.
Say sorry. No, say
Can
sorry.
you mute him again, Kyle?
Mute him.
God, shut up, Alex.
Mute him.
This is why.
Mute him.
Okay.
Why is he crying? All
I
right.
don't know.
Social media toxic or makes you more open. I think we've realized it's a lot more toxic and half-ass open. I think just with the conversation of sensitivity, we've realized that social media is making things a lot more toxic and half-ass open.
Right.
In the sense of it makes people open, but you're not allowed to be open.
I definitely agree that it's made us more toxic, especially in like the relationship standpoint.
Yes.
Where I think social media is kind of denting our relationships because like talking to like my parents and aunts and uncles and the older generation, not too old, but like the getting to know people, this and that. They didn't have the problems that we do, where like the trust issues that we have, or you're talking to this person, talking to this person. I think definitely social media has definitely put a dent in that, and I don't know how we can fix that, but
it's not necessarily a way to fix it. It wasn't so easy to cheat. You could suspect it, you could smell it, you could see it. Where were you at? Why were you gone so long? Right. You know what I mean? Why are you coming home at 2 a.m? Something's going on with my significant other. It could be, or a girl could be laying on your chest while texting another girl or dude.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Oh God.
Snapchat, Snapchat, whatever you want, and in that same breath, it disappears.
Yeah.
I saw this video somewhere, and it says something along the lines of like how the reason like relationships are like not as well as they used to be back in the days because we spend too much time together, because like we spend time together in person and then we separate and then we text and FaceTime and call each other and Snapchat each other, and we're constantly seeing each other. And like back in the old days, you hung out and then you separated and maybe called each other, but then like you appreciated the time you had with each other because you weren't with each other then for a little bit of time until the next time you saw each other. And so like you just appreciated each other more, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. Social media.
I think people are too
technology.
insecure now too because of social media.
That's true.
Because now you're like, oh, are they like Like, are they talking to somebody else? Are they texting somebody else? Like, who is that they're Snapchatting? Who is that? Like, all that stuff. It's crazy.
There's a lot of
It
insecurity
lowered
too.
trust.
There's a lot of insecurity too. Yeah, because it's accessible, it's easier to cheat. There's a lot of insecurity too, because these Instagram models are freaking gorgeous. And the problem is, you used to see gorgeous people. Excuse me, bottle girl. Sorry.
Loyal.
You used to see gorgeous people. Now we're gentlemen. We're boys. We're bad guys. We can be real. You used to see gorgeous people, you know, walking down the street, at the bar, at the club. You know what I'm saying? At the mall, at a restaurant, at the beach. It's like the top tier of women, though. You'd see maybe once a month, right? When you go out somewhere, you see the top tier of women once a month. You see the top tier of women now, daily, non-stop, 24/7, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, wherever, YouTube. You see the top tier of women 24/7. So it's making females more insecure and want to live up to a higher standard because you see the top tier 24/7. You used to see the top tier in movies. You used to see the top tier on magazines, and you used to see the top tier walking around somewhere like, wow, that girl's gorgeous, right? Men and women would say. You see the top tier of women now, non-stop. And now it's being even more socially acceptable, where you're seeing the top tier of women half naked, if not naked, if not with something inside of them. So it's causing a lot of insecurities, and it's causing a lot of unpureness and unloyalty out of these people. Now you see the top tier of men 24/7 too. The top tier of men are all over the place too, in that same breath. And you know, all it takes when you see a top tier, before you'd have to walk up to them, approach, before you'd have to, it was a little bit hard. The temptation was easier to resist, right? I'm not saying for everyone, but I'm just saying in general, as a society standpoint, the temptation was easier to resist. And now all it is a, hey, send to anyone, anyone, hey, to anyone.
Or
That's
even just
why
like a like on a picture, you know what I'm saying? Double tap.
a comment under the picture.
Why'd you like? Yeah.
A DM. So it's toxic, but you know, if bottle girls stop serving bottles within the next few years, I probably won't see a relationship until I'm at least 40, when I don't care about social media anymore. Because I hate dealing with social media type toxicity in relationships. It's annoying for me. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant for me.
Off
it's irrelevant.
The backboard, slammed it in.
It's irrelevant for me. You know what I mean? I hate it. You know, be able to fucking control yourself is all I have to say. And if you can't, don't be insecure about it. And what's going to happen? Whatever goes around comes around. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's going to get aired out eventually.
Cheaters get cheated on.
No, that's very rare too, though. For a cheater to get cheated on, cheaters get caught though.
Yeah.
Cheaters do get caught.
They do.
So, anyways, you know, and when I say all these things, it's no disrespect. You know, when I say I'm just saying what it is. It's a podcast. I'm here to talk. I have to say what it is. Like, I can't, you know, PG my voice, because then I'm sensitive, and then this podcast would be ridiculous if I'm not saying what it is. It is what it is. There's, you know, top tier women and top tier men accessible in the palm of our hands 24/7. You know, temptation is at our hands 24/7. But I'm on this new hiatus where I'm going through a pure mind, pure soul, and pure spirit, and pure actions. I'm trying to keep myself as pure as possible to guarantee my success. We're going to wrap this up here today with a shout out by some of the guys. We had some conversations here that some of these guys wanted to touch base on with our 2020 class.
Big ups for the 2020 class, though, for real.
Big ups for 2020.
Congratulations. Angelo, take it away, because this was your idea. I want to trump your parade, dog.
I just wanted to,
build a wall?
I just wanted to shout them out and congratulate them. I felt bad because like they're not really getting a commencement. They're not really getting because of this stupid ass Corona shit. So like, I don't know. I just shouts out to them. If you see somebody that you know that graduated, give them a shout out. Like I feel like we should like go out of our way to congratulate them this year, just because they didn't like this. Like last year, I feel like my graduation went well, and I feel like the year, you know what I mean? Like every year, graduation went well. So this year they didn't really. This Corona shit is ruining it. So I feel like we should really go out of our way to congratulate them and make it feel special, make them feel more special because they don't really have it. You know what I mean? They didn't get to experience it. Their final senior year. They didn't get to go to prom. They didn't. You know, I talked to some of them, and they told me that they didn't. It feels like they didn't finish school. Like it feels like school just ended, and that they got to go back next year. It doesn't feel like they got to
like
finish.
A winter break or something.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they are done. So I feel like
they missed the best part. Senior year is the best year of everyone's life.
Yeah,
really,
when it comes to school,
really is.
Senior year is the best year.
So I feel like I don't know. Just if you see them, go out of your way, congratulate them, and let them know
for
that
real.
you're proud of them. You know, they did
Congrats.
it. Yeah.
Big applause for you.
There's a lot of events missed and a whole bunch of things that are missed, but at least they got to say that they were at least they got to say that they were the class that missed out on everything because of Corona. They have the best story.
They're the only ones.
They have the best story for Corona because it was their senior year.
I mean, yeah, probably looking back on it when they're older, telling their grandkids.
No, they'll have prom though.
Yeah.
In June and July.
But man, that's it.
Congrats.
Yeah, good job.
Big congrats.
I feel like a good job, but you did a good job. High school.
Big congrats from all the bad guys.
Big congrats 2020. Big congrats to the bad guys. I'm not talking about the bad guys in here. If you guys watch, if you guys listen, if you guys bump our stuff, if you guys buy our products, if you guys mess with us, if you guys give us a second time of your day, you are one of the bad guys as well. Big congrats to the bad guys. There was a lot of touchy topics that people may or may not have wanted to get on. At the end of the day, like Ellen DeGeneres says, be kind to one another, love each other, get some tough skin on your bones. If you're in a group, or if you're in a position, or if you have a mindset that's different from others that are closed-minded, that are inconsiderate, and that are uneducated, I think you should really toughen up that skin and don't let it get under your skin, because you're going to waste your life trying to express yourself all the time. And for some groups, I don't know what it feels like, so I can't tell you to not try to express yourself. But I know with me being the person I am, and it's hard for everyone to be that, but me being the person I am, having some tough skin is the best thing for your life, for your mindset, for you to be ambitious, and for you to actually be able to accomplish the thing that you want to accomplish. You need some tough skin, because there's going to be some bumpy roads. And I can say that I've done everything that I've wanted to do up to this point in my life, and I'm not even 20 years old yet. So I think everyone should really stop giving a shit, really stop focusing on the wrong things, stop focusing on being sensitive, stop focusing on trolling, and stop focusing on defending yourself so much, and start focusing on not giving a shit and doing what you need to do. Anything else from the bad guys?
Nope. Peace out.
That's this episode. Shout out to all the bad guys who tapped in. Quarantine's almost over. Forgot to mention that. So you'll be seeing the bad guys in the same room pretty soon. Have a good day.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Bad guys out.
Deuces.